Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to do this kind of talk with you guys for a long time. I often get messages from some of you guys who have no one to talk to or are just not able to express themselves openly towards family and friends. So that's what I'm here for today. I often heard that some of you see me as the big sister you never had. I'm turning 28 in a few weeks. Well, in May, so I might have some experience to share with you already. I asked you guys on Instagram a whole while ago to send me all your questions about love, friendship, school life, and mental health. And I literally received thousands of questions, so it was very hard to only pick some of them. But here we go. Let's start with the first one. I'm terrified that I'm gonna get bored with my future boyfriend. Do you guys always have exciting things to talk about? No, not at all. No, we don't always have something exciting to talk about, but we still always appreciate each other's company, even if there's nothing to talk about at all. Also, we talk a lot about our feelings, problems, wishes, and it's always nice to have someone to share these things with, even if it's not the most exciting news. I see a lot of people who only chase these highs in the honeymoon phase, but don't want to work on the relationship and end up breaking up once they get too used to each other. Some people are just too afraid of committing, and I understand that. They have to decide for themselves first if they're ready for it. I also didn't really think so until I met the right person. But I think it's really important to always communicate and avoid unnecessary hurting each other. Next one. Do you have tips for the first period? It can be a pretty scary thing to find yourself bleeding down there for the first time, but you always have to keep in mind how natural it is. It just basically shows that everything is working perfectly fine. So stay calm, don't panic. Make sure to get yourself some tampons or pads in the drugstore or pharmacy, or even a period cup if it's your cup of tea. There are many options out there. Just go with the one you feel most comfortable with. You can also talk to your mom or a friend about it if you like, and if it makes you feel safe. And you might think about your first gynecologist. Was that right? Your first gynecologist appointment, just to get your regular checkup started. I don't know if it's the same for every country, but here in Germany they recommend annual checkups if everything's alright. That leads us to the next question. What are they doing at the first gynecologist appointment? So first there's a counseling. You talk with the doctor. You can decide for yourself if you want a male or a female doctor. And if it's a good one, they'll make sure that you feel very comfortable and at ease. And if you're ready for it, they will already do your first checkup. But before you sit down on the scary examination chair, which is actually not that scary at all, they'll explain everything to you in detail. And the checkup only takes like 5 minutes, so you don't have to worry at all. It's pretty chill. Why am I scared of my first sex? Well, I think that's pretty normal. Probably everyone is, because it's just something so new, being that close to someone else. And you're probably scared to do things wrong, but that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be a sexpert yet. Most importantly, wait until you feel ready for it. Don't let anyone pressure you into doing it. And if you feel ready and have the right partner, just trust the process. Okay, what to do if you think a friendship is getting toxic? Oh, I've had my fair share of toxic friendships in my school days, especially. And let me tell you one thing, if they're not able to treat you right and with respect, cut these people out of your life. Depending on the person and their behavior, you can give them a chance and try to talk to them about why they're acting like that and ask them to stop doing the things that bother you. But if that's not possible and they don't want to rethink their behavior, just let them go. How do we know if our friends are being toxic and if we're not just being dramatic about it? Well, I feel you. Thinking back to my high school days, which were a little over 10 years ago, I feel like there were a lot of these girl cliques around with really toxic dynamics. I think the movie Mean Girls is actually a perfect example for these kind of toxic girl friends. And I was always more the shy and quiet one. So it was pretty easy for the more dominant characters to take advantage. And then you're asking yourself, am I just being dramatic about it? Or is that just who she is? Is that just her personality? And I remember in 8th grade, a girl who called me her best friend thought it was really funny to push me around in front of our classmates, probably to show how powerful she was. And ever since, I don't tolerate any level of toxicity in my friendships. Like, I don't have the time or the nerves to deal with that. I think mutual respect is key, and don't let yourself be pushed around by anyone. So if you feel that something is not right, trust your intuition and either talk to them about it or just cut them off. Do you think that dating while in high school is a waste of time? No, I actually think if you find someone who you really like and who likes you back and you're both on the same page, then it can be a really great thing. Most high school relationships don't last forever, but I think they can still be valuable experiences that contribute to your personal development. Best case, you can learn a lot from it. And who knows, there are also cases out there that did last for a long time or even forever. So you never know. As long as it's fun and no one's getting their feelings hurt, I think it's absolutely fine to date in high school. Is it normal that one boob is bigger than the other one? Yes, it is. Don't worry, there's most certainly nothing wrong with it. But still get your checkups done at the gynecologist. They also, what is it called? Grab your breasts? No, not grab. Make sure that there are no, Nicole? My parents won't take me to the psychologist. I'm scared of going alone. What should I do? Well, I know the thought of going to therapy for the first time can be pretty intimidating, especially if you're young and your parents might not support you or understand your struggles in the first place. But most psychologists are handling these matters very professionally. You can just call them and either make an appointment or be put on their waiting list. All the things you tell them will be treated confidentially as long as you're not planning to harm yourself or others. So you don't have to be scared of it. You can do this on your own. I had my first psychologist appointment with 14, I think. Yeah, I was 14. It's totally fine. It can actually be a big help and a relief to have somebody to talk to. Okay, next one. How to stop obsessing over K-pop idols. It makes me really sad these days. Thinking back to my teenage years, excessive stanning can be really exhausting, like constantly chasing the highs and slowly forgetting about your own life and also escaping it in a way. So to a point it can be really healing to have your idols and be able to count on them and keep up with their lives and everything they do. But when it comes to a point that you barely live in the real world and feel actually hurt about not being friends or even in a relationship with your idol, it starts getting really unhealthy for you and potentially for your surroundings as well. You should always remember that behind this perfect facade and this story that's built around the idol you adore, they're coming home after the job is done, being regular people just like you and I. Most certainly not keeping up with the dreamy image you have of them 24/7. Remember, it's their job to be dreamy and they're just human after all. How to start a YouTube channel if you're shy? I'm scared of my classmates finding out. First of all, don't give a flying fuck about what your classmates say. I'm speaking from experience. Your classmates are just a tiny part of your life, and someday most of them will not be part of your journey anymore, so who cares? It takes a lot of courage to try out something new, and you can be very proud of yourself if you're doing so. I'm pretty shy as well, so the fact that you can just lock yourself in your room and turn on the camera without anyone watching, that really helped me in the very beginning when I first started. It kind of gave me a feeling of security to be able to try out different things without being judged and get comfortable with the camera before starting to upload. Trust me, it's always weird to start talking to a camera for the first time. So as soon as you're ready for your first upload and you like what you're seeing, you gotta grow a thick skin because there will always be people on the internet who throw their opinions at you. But that's absolutely fine as long as you believe in yourself and in what you do. Should I choose a career path I always dreamed about or a safe option? That's a really good question. I guess that this pandemic right now shows that there's no such thing as 100% safe job or career option. If you have a dream career path, you should go for it and really ask yourself, why would you choose the safe option that you might possibly regret? What is your goal ultimately? I feel like there's nothing more successful than doing what you love every day. I see many people who chose a safe option and then regret it. But of course there's also people who choose a safe option and really start loving their job. My dream has always been working as a YouTuber, but I didn't just quit my studies and my part-time jobs only to pursue YouTube, because sometimes things don't work out immediately and there's always bills to pay. I believe what's crucial is to have a long-term plan and to take every opportunity that might get you closer towards that dream. Worst you can do is missing out on chances and opportunities because you're too afraid to fail. lifestyle. So if you have a dream, go for it, because that's what will make you happy eventually, and in the end, that's all that matters. Is it weird to never have dated anyone and be 19? I'm really insecure about that. Not at all. There are no rules for that, so you should start dating whenever you're ready. Is it okay that I like boys and girls? Of course it is. I think it's more than okay. If Dongin was a girl, I'd love to date her. Okay guys, so I hope this video was helpful for you. If you want more help from your big sister, leave your questions or worries in the comments and I'll make another episode for you. Last but not least, I wanted to introduce you guys to a self-care class I took recently, which helps me a lot to stay calm and hopeful with this ongoing lockdown here in Germany. I found it on Skillshare, who's also the sponsor of today's video. The class is called Daily Art Practice for Self-Care, 14 days of messages to yourself. As part of the 14-day practice, you will take some time out of your day to listen to your inner voice and create an artwork around whatever you feel that day. You can make digital illustrations or simply use pen and paper. Just use the medium that feels most natural for you. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are at drawing. You're just doing it for yourself to give your feelings an outlet, build up more self-compassion, and just listen to yourself. I'd recommend this class for you guys if you want to practice some self-care. Skillshare is an online learning community, so besides this one, you can find thousands of other inspiring classes on topics like art, design, photography, or crafts. It is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, and there are no ads, so you can stay focused. First 1,000 of you guys who click the link in the description box will get a free trial of the premium membership, so feel free to check it out. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I see you in the next one. Bye!